Alrighty, welcome back to week 3 officially of the SAIT Esports season. The SAIT Valorant Red team poised after a bye week after starting their season 2-0 against some unfortunate opponents, both games ending in a 2-0 fashion, so nothing but domination for the SAIT Red team so far in this early esports season, lined up for a revenge story, so a little history lesson. Finals last year, it's SAIT and it's Northwestern Missouri.
Grudge match here.
And so we have a rematch between SAIT Red and the Bearcats. They're in Northwestern Missouri. So it's a story of revenge. It's a story of cross-border rivalry. It's Canada versus US. It's SAIT versus Missouri. It's Alberta versus Missouri. You name it. That's what we have going for you. All your favorite Red players are back. Feels good to be back commentating the guys that we initially started on.
Yeah, we got a chance to talk to some of them. We did some player interviews before coming up here, and we spent some time with the team captain, Corrupted here. We were talking to them, and they're taking mechanical engineering. They're in their second year here at SAIT, so they're really excited to keep going. And yeah, they're really enjoying it, and they're very excited about the new agent. That's been the talk from all the players. It's been the talk from everybody right now. Everyone's excited about that new agent. Yeah, there's some really neat abilities on that guy, so we're excited when that finally comes out, but it looks like he's going to be banned for at least the next couple of weeks or until the tournament gets him in here.
Yeah, so obviously the main story coming in, update on Tuesday, new agent comes in, veto, a lot of util denial. Obviously a lot of our SAIT Red guys are quoting him as a game changer, but like Jamie said, for us tonight, he doesn't matter because he's not part of the equation, not allowed to be picked for the next 2 weeks. And so we're going to see these players essentially pick the agents that brought them to the dance ahead of this third game in the very young season for the SAIT Red team. Some of our big hitters, we're obviously going to be keeping an eye on. Our rookie. Honestly, I struggled to find a name that didn't surprise us through the first 2 weeks of the season. So if you're a viewer, it doesn't really matter who we're going to be watching.
Yeah, every one of these SAIT players has been exciting to watch, and we've had some really great opponents too, so it does make the games that much more exciting. And it looks like we're going to be starting off here on Ascent, which is going to be really exciting. We've seen this map a few times. We've seen SAIT Red do some really cool things on Ascent. So yeah, we're just waiting for some of the players to ready up here, and we're going to get this going here sooner than later.
Absolutely. Ascent, our map 1. I heard maybe there could be a corrode in the mix if we do make it all the way to a map 3, but we are just kind of standing by for the lobby to be finalized here.
So going back to that interview we had with the team captain, Corrupted, we were talking about what made them join the Team Trojans, what made them want to come on in, and it turns out he's been playing with some of these teammates since last winter on the team. So it's been kind of cool. The friends got all together and they all worked together on that one. Asked him what their favorite ult was. That would be Chambers Tour de Force. You want to tell me anything about that one?
That's the big sniper that we see get drawn sometimes. I'll be actually interested to see if a chamber gets chosen on Ascent at all. When you look at such like a condensed mid with all these peaks available here, almost 4 different angles to be watching from, lots of crossfire opportunities. So somebody like Chamber with that big old sniper ult could actually make a huge difference.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll see if maybe one gets picked. I'd be interested to know.
Yeah, a lot of control with those big sniper rifles, and it's got to be terrifying coming around the corner and you see that. But also, most of the time, we don't see players actually seeing that giant ult. They usually just get blindsided by it.
Yeah, no, absolutely true, especially at this level. There's not too many of those one-to-one, perfect peaks and what have you. So we're just getting the final confirmations on being ready here.
Nice.
We're going to let everybody know that we are rocking and ready to go on this Wednesday evening.
Thank you.
A couple scheduling notes to be aware of as well. Next week is a little unsure, but the 20th and the 22nd, we have a doubleheader week. Both the varsity team up against the second best team in the division, NBU, as far as I understand it anyway. The two teams are neck and neck for top of the division. So SAIT Valorant varsity will play that, and so will Red that week. So you get a double dose of the Valorant casters.
Yeah.
We're just about to get into the game here, slowly but surely, just making sure everything's good. These cross-national games can take a little bit of coordination.
Yeah.
We're just kind of hanging on.
Yeah. Yeah, going back to Ascent, this is a
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is a 2-point control map, so this one's going to be a lot of fun. The 2-point controls, they do leave the defenders with a lot less options. I mean, well, 1/3 less options as opposed to the third control points. But we do see teams tend to pack up a lot in these two control point maps. And if we remember from the last few times we've seen the red team, they really do take advantage of teams clumping together like that.
And it looks like we're the only observers on here as well. And yeah, that's a great point. One of the biggest differences we do notice is how these teams handle the the double and triple bomb site maps. So loading into Agent Select here. Defenders, we have SAIT up first on the defense side. Dark going with the KO. Waterboy going with the Omen. Hassan on that faded Sova. We've seen that a lot. Binary, old reliable on the Jet. We've seen that a bunch as well. Alpha Whale going with the Cypher. Very balanced comp on the side of the Bearcats thus far. No on trusty old KJ. We've seen that a bunch as well. So far, no curveballs. Corrupted with an Astra pick potentially over the Omen. Astra is really nice because you do have those global smokes. Astra has placeable stars that can then be morphed into one of the 3 abilities. So just an added layer of difficulty when you choose an Astra over, say, like a Brim or an Omen. Loading into the game here, how do you feel about the agents that we see selected?
Look, there's a lot of control over on the SAIT team. We're seeing a lot of ops that can really shut down some of these smaller control points, so we'll be excited to see that. And that Astro control it can be very game-changing. So, we're going out on the right. We're going out on the pistol round here. We'll see what happens.
Teams will take their positions. Almost immediately, we see a bit of an influx over towards B. And so our KJ will have their work cut out for them early into the round if what we are seeing in the beginning holds in the next 17 seconds.
I meant to ask before we got started, does this map have any of those movable doors?
There are multiple door switches, absolutely. So that'll be, well, we're just going to have to see them as they come in. Or actually,
yeah.
I can...
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I can see it here, so there's... Oh my gosh, you know what? Sorry, one here. Anyway, let's lock in for this. Beginning here. Slow beginning for the Bearcats here.
Kind of feeling each other out.
No, stuck alone on site. Approached by 5. A lot of mid-control held here by MG and Corrupted, however.
Yeah.
No, just absolutely locked in here listening. And absolute silence falls over the battlefield.
This is the combo.
Util starts getting used. Jet dashes in. Omen TP's in. KO gets taken out by No. Players begin rotating. Corrupted standing just outside the smoke here. Pressure from the Bearcats onto No. He gets taken out onto site. Corrupted pushes through. Takes out a kill. Shots landed as well from Binary. So we have multiple players. One getting dinked through the wall here after getting revealed by the Sova Dart. Acerbs and Benji both lit on site. Same with Alpha Whale. All players just below 50 health here as the red team lines up for a bit of a retake. Shots from Benji. Alpha Whale Corrupted. Oh man, I couldn't even switch over to the players fast enough.
Wow.
Alpha Whale with a 2-person cleanup. And end of the round. 1 to the Bearcats.
Yeah, Bearcats just got on that real quick. Well, they didn't actually get on there real quick. They took their time. They must have been talking to each other, and they just found out that B was just ripe for the taking. And I think SAIT just didn't have the time to swing over from A to B. So we got a 0-1. It's for the Bearcats right now, but one round doesn't mean nothing.
And instead of that group up that we saw in round 1, looking for more of a picks approach, which is not a bad idea when you have the gun advantage. SAIT obviously forced to save into the first round here. MG revealed, pushed by the Bearcats here. Asperts able to pick up the kill there. Binary surrounded, but a little bit either unaware or just making sure it's hidden. He's got a person taking him out in the office there. He'll recover a weapon.
Yeah.
And No has his work cut out for him. He's only got a classic up against 3 players. Benji's going to push him. Takes a right click to the face, but Benji's going to handle it. Binary activating the tripwire from Cypher. He's going to be concussed for a moment there. Another tripwire thrown by the Cypher. Those global smokes from Corrupted are going to go up. He's going to earn himself a little bit of space. Players from Market working their way in here. Hassan on his way through Boathouse.
Bearcats have bombed down.
Bearcats with bomb planted. Time ticking away. Acerbs, you see him on site there, just a little bit lit. A couple shots thrown there from Binari. 2 players lit. Alpha Whale takes him out. Corrupted with a nice angle on Benji. Another angle on Alpha Whale, and what a flick from him to be able to take out the player to his left and close up the round. So the B execute, I believe, working so far.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bearcats have just been getting on in there, and they've been really setting up camp. They've just been controlling B, and yeah, they had all those angles covered. We've seen different SAIT players try to come in different ways, but they just walked into a firefight every time. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the Bearcats, you know, they've really been liking B, but do you mix it up now, or if it ain't broke, do you just keep trying to run that thing
Looks
down?
like teams are going to be lining up on A instead. So a bit of a change up here. Flashbang thrown around the first corner. You have Hassan and Binari, their welcoming committee there. Reveal from Hassan. Just gives a little bit of info. He's going to load up the shock dart as the player approaches.
SAIT has walked away from B. I guess they're not.
Oh, and there's a split push here as multiple players entering the B site, but it's going to be given up by No here as well.
Oh, the teams are just feeling each other out. No one wants to lose that first
You can
player.
see those lasers are just aiming all around. Flashbang causes Hassan to stop. He'll pick up the kill.
Spike down
The
A.
upburst taken out by Binari. Great kill. MG, Binari, and Hassan all comboing for early kills into the round. It's a 3v2 for the Trojans.
All the
Taking
SAIT
shots at
players.
Waterboy through the smoke. Waterboy's going to just back it up a little bit. We also have this guy to be aware of, Alpha Whale. He's been the early round MVP so far for Northwestern Missouri.
Yeah, all the SAIT players swing around to A.
One
We've got
enemy
that locked
remaining.
down.
Waterboy taken out by Hassan, and they're a little unsure on where the last guy is. Let's hop on board. Alpha Whale seems to be on his own little mission here.
30 seconds left.
Long flank.
If
Long
you're the
flank.
Alpha Whale, what are you doing? Are you going to try to go for that flank? or
You're just
gonna
gonna
hide
try
keep your
and
gun?
you're flanking and hoping you can just try and isolate these 1v1s and maybe take out one SAIT player at a time.
Yeah.
You really just want to be avoided being picked by both.
Oh, both of
Very
them.
close. Corrupted just missing there.
Yeah.
10
He's
seconds
walking
left.
into a fire.
Flawless.
Nope.
And MG there to clean it up. So after a quiet round, SAIT able to hold down the A site. So 2-1.
Yeah,
Unable to convert the bonus is the Bearcats. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I mean, it's a great one, flawless for SAIT. I think they just worked together a lot. You can tell that they were calling each other, and they're spreading out, and they're controlling what they need to control. I don't know, man. The Bearcats, it looks like they're going back again for
Another A stack. They're going to want to retry that now that we're on even footings weapon-wise. Obviously, the nod in economy goes to SAIT. A little over $2,000 in the bank. Bearcats lined up here. Pings letting each other know where exactly the route's going to be taken. A lot of space taken here through mid as well. Dark and Acerps coming through.
Yeah, SAIT didn't give him that mid for free last time.
Binari, the welcoming committee. He can't see anybody. Flash loaded up. Dodge flash. Acerps able to punish as well. So nice trade there. 4v4 as play continues.
They're back piling in on A again.
Hassan with a couple of early shots on Acerps. He's going to take a bunch of space. Taken out. Here's No. He's in heaven. Players lined up on the outside, or 3 players lined up heaven as well. Alpha Whale through the smoke. Can't be spotted yet. 1 player taken out. That's No picking up the kill. Corrupted will assist on that one. Alpha Whale onto site, and he's taken up by Corrupted as well.
Go.
So great work by Alpha, though, to whittle it down to 1 player, and Corrupted, the captain, stands tall.
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking at the kill feed here, and yeah, it's looking pretty even for both teams right now. Money's going a little bit more towards SAIT, but we'll see what happens after the buying. Everyone's got enough money to shield, and looks like medium gun up, and looks like we're gonna see some heavy guns coming out as well.
1 second, peeps.
Yeah, it's
I gotta
2-2.
visit the
We're
Astros
evened
to
up
play
right
some
now,
stars.
and we've seen him push on both control points, which is kind of fun. They're
North-
not really settling on one yet.
Northwestern Missouri on a save round.
Checking the situation.
They will not have the money this round, so expect a bit of a sneakier round from them, and they're going to push in numbers towards B with a slight chamber lurk towards A. Not too terrible. We'll hop on with No, who's in charge of holding down this site with the weapon advantage. He's up against some stingers and some sheriffs. The dart there for Benji. It's got nothing. He's going to use the owl drone. He gets a pick. They're able just to locate and isolate that turret. Shots towards Binary. They're just firing through the smoke at each other.
Whoa!
One
2
enemy
kills for
remaining.
No. He got the Nanos one takes out 2. Binary and Hassan cleaning up as well. So utility kills for No as they just tried to filter through that little alleyway on their way to the A site. Or sorry, onto the B site.
Yeah, No just had that place completely locked down. We've seen No been left up there a few times, so the team must know that they can control that. And well, we just see No just did that almost by themselves.
We saw him do this last time too.
Yeah.
This takes him a while. There it
Oh,
is.
there
Never
we
mind.
go.
That was
Got
well
the
done.
trick shot right in the boathouse
Placing
there. Get it all
swamp
set up.
Bot coming
But
back.
the question
Out of
is,
charges.
are the Bearcats going there? Looks like they are. A couple lined up just outside. Obviously, mid-space taken. Acerps on a collision course with MG. MG hits the reveal. Dark and Acerps are on him. MG can't handle it. Dark takes him out. A lot of mid-space earned, but a kill there.
Spike down mid.
Double from Corrupted.
Corrupted
Spike
picks up
here.
2.
And the Bearcats are on the back foot.
He's
We
going to
got
drop
some
a couple of
concealment,
stars, activate
concealment.
some smokes. Spike down in the middle of the courtyard. And Binary with a
One
cheeky little
enemy
kill.
remaining.
Corrupted picks up his 3rd of the round, and No puts an exclamation point on another SAIT round. So 3-2 after an 0-2 start for the Trojans,
Yeah,
for the red team.
Yeah, we're seeing some of the SAIT teams. They're starting to pull away. Corrupted up there, getting the 8-2 KDAs. Yeah, it's just been watching them keep going. And looks like we're at 4-2 now for the SAIT team. We got a couple ults up on the SAIT team. We got 4 ults on the Bearcats before going into this timeout.
Timeout called by the Bearcats. Probably going to want to try and strategize on how exactly we want to use this ult. Let's actually hop on board with our friend the KO. Give you a quick look at this. Oh, actually, whoopsies. That's all good. Not that one.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
So the null CMD online here for Dark. So instantly overloads himself with Radiant energy, and enemies that are hit by the pulses are suppressed, so they're not allowed to use their utilities. So he's also able to be revived once, but that's not really the selling point of the ult. This is basically your get into sight free card, because you can't really be stopped by any utilities. So it really becomes a gun duel. And so we're going to probably assume that that's what they're discussing this time out, is how can we most effectively maximize this ult cycle here for the Bearcats, because you've lost 4 in a row, guns are finally on your side, but the economy is not, and so you need to start putting rounds together.
Yeah. Yeah, and then teaming up these ults, because we've seen some crazy combos with these ults all lining up together.
Yeah, absolutely, and you got a couple info gathering ults plus the Sova ult, which can hit you through the walls, so lots of reasons to be nervous if you're SAIT, and lots of reasons to feel confident if you're the Bearcats, as they take their lineup just outside of the B side here. Be sure to clear every angle. They're very cautious. No playing quite the aggressive angle. Love to see a change up in where the Sentinel actually likes to play. Turret gets taken out. That KO ult's activated, so the null CMD rendering everybody's utility useless. KO with the flash. Doesn't catch 1, 2, that's 3. That's 4 for No! Are you absolutely kidding me? Not a single person turned to look at No, and that's 4 down.
And Noah's running. They're on the hunt now.
Ace watch, Waterboy pushing through mid, unseen. No! Recollects himself. Ult denied, or Ace denied by Waterboy and cleaned up by Binary. What an absolute round for No. That'll be good for team MVP. So the ult cycle shows little fruit so far for Northwestern Missouri, but still some ults to play with.
Yeah. Now we're at 5-2 for SAIT. SAIT's got the advantage. Well, SAIT's got the same amount of ults right now, but yeah, the Bearcats are down to a pistol round, and they got much for cash. Look at that. There's some SAIT players up there at the 9K. There isn't a single SAIT player below 4K right now, so they could lose all of their stuff, rebuy a whole team. They could just give away a whole set of guns right now.
Absolutely. Alas, the Valorant economy is very tricky, so I would not be surprised to see the tables turn. So if you're oh my goodness, and an opening operator plus tailwind dash out for Binary. What a lovely opener for him. The KO knife is going to render his utility slightly useless. No with the change up on the site as well. Also very smart considering where he had most of that success. A great pickup on the kill on Alpha Whale from Corrupted. That's one of their better players. So a bit of sweat off your forehead if you're the red team. That's not to say though, still a lot of real competitors still alive. Dark lining up for what appears to be a flash. They will peek.
Found them.
Jet dashes in.
Grenade out.
Dark spotted by No. That utility again getting him kills. Oh, and a nice sheriff kill for Asterps, I apologize.
One enemy remaining.
Kill from Hassan
Strike
through the
down
wall.
A.
Or not through the wall, pardon me. He's in heaven. One player in hell, Asterps. He's got a lot to deal with, and he's going to be taken out by Hassan. So clean work so far from everybody. But an excellent job just to get onto the site so far for the Northwestern Missouri team.
Yeah, they went and tried. They went to try and go A this time. They tried something else, and they just ran right into No. And No is so good with those utilities, just controlling that spot. And even with the utilities turned off, No still had most of those angles, and they're always moving. You see them set up like it's the same kind of tricks, because I mean that's just what the op does. But they're moving. They're more aggressive. They're around this corner. They're around that corner. It's got to be terrifying for the Bearcats to not know where that stuff is.
Nice little split push from the Bearcats. They're going to apply some early mid pressure here, so not the most direct route. That stun, or that reveal, pardon me, from the enemy Sova continues to plague MG mid. He's been revealed by that a couple times. More than a couple players spotted for Corrupted. He catches one and gets out of there. Although he has no idea who's about to be appearing from the side. A couple shots missed there by Alpha Whale, and Corrupted able to get out scot-free, thankfully.
Yeah. Yeah, we could see the laser sights there, and they were definitely flashing on Corrupted's head there for a couple times. But Corrupted managed to get out.
Corrupted holding a beautiful angle. Dark doesn't see him.
Spike down.
Benji couldn't take him out. Waterboy still mid.
Oh, Corrupted.
Waterboy. Oh, and a nice one tap from Corrupted. Or from Waterboy there, pardon me. Binari with the op, just letting him know that he's there. Bit of a fight going on here. Taken out by No. Nice work. On with Binari. Waterboy approaches the smoke. He takes out one. He gets right-clicked a couple times, then Hassan will take him out with the shock dart.
Ooh.
Another utility kill. So far the difference for SAIT Red, utility that gets you kills.
Yeah. SAIT Red is up 7-2 right now over the Bearcats. They've all been some really clean wins. It's crazy on the defender scene, seeing this many defender kills, even before bombs get planted. Like, they're not defuses, they're just team wipes.
Yeah, absolutely. Only one defuse win on the board for SAIT so far. Haven't kept track of the plants, but to your point, absolutely.
Yeah.
So another A lineup here. See what Hassan has for us. He's going to fire this recon dart over the top. Recon destroyed, but a huge reveal. Hassan with the Hunter's Fury catches one, catches 2 kills. He's got a third try at the bolt, and he only is going to collect 2. He's going to throw out the shock dart, pick up an extra kill on Alpha Whale. He's a little unsure on where Dark is, and Dark says thank you very much.
Oh, what an ult, though.
Great art. Oh, and I swapped away at the wrong time as Corrupted cleans him up. 8-2 for SAIT.
Oh, wow. What an ult there. That was such a good job clearing that all up. That was Hassan there. For a character that usually ends up icing using those ults for like, or not ults, but like all their utilities there, just for showing off the map and stuff like that. It's cool seeing those big kills. And yeah, it was a little worrying there for a second, seeing all those team players stacked up like that. But the Bearcats are going again for A, so let's see. Oh, maybe they're splitting it.
No, this looks to be pretty heavy A with potentially a little bit of mid pressure. So maybe we hop on with MG here and see if he can't. No, he's going to get smoked off right away, unfortunately, here. But Binari still with a pretty interesting angle. But he's actually kind of facing nobody at the moment. Players approaching through Catwalk. Binari's got to be aware of this. He holds. Nice first kill. Dark is going to approach. Tries to quick scope. Dark with a nice kill. Corrupted. Aware of somebody on the catwalk, but unable to get him.
Hassan got an easy
Hassan with one. Waterboy, he gets headshot through the wall, but not enough as Benji takes him out. MG with a nice kill. MG with nice 2 kills. 3rd kill on Dark, who had been already pre-lit. And MG makes it a triple with a nice capital mark, capital exclamation point. Good lord.
Yeah.
9-2.
Capital T on that triple. 9-2 for the SAIT team right now. But I mean, the Bearcats, they're still coming out, and they keep trying new tricks.
And look at this. Full ult cycle for the Bearcats. You have to see some kind of combo incoming here because we are approaching the last round, ladies and gentlemen. We have maximum ults. We have all 5 players lined up outside of B. This is what Valorant's about. 5-man ult push the site. I want to see it. Show it to me. Oh, no! Accidentally maybe activated that swarm grenade a little early. He sneakily avoids the reveal. Nice kill there from MG. He's going to reposition. Multiple players revealed onto the site. Corrupted with some kills. He's got one. He's got 2, and NG's got 1.
Caught him planting the bomb.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
And Corrupted says thank you very much with a kill on Dark with a 10-2 at the half.
Switching
And
sides.
just not even able to get those ults off, unfortunately.
My people,
That
are
is
you
very
ready?
unfortunate for the
You must
Bearcats.
cultivate
Having to
a
switch
sense
the round
of
with
calm.
those ults already loaded up.
They're gone.
Yeah, they just couldn't capitalize on them. It's a shame, but we're excited to see what they keep doing. That's a really cute little charm. Is that a penguin playing a gun? Well, I guess he's gone now, but yeah, the charms and all the skins is something that's really fun.
Yeah, it's a penguin wizard.
Oh, the
Looks
penguin
like
wizard.
very cute.
We were talking to some of the team players before, and the dragon skins. Anything with a dragon tends to be a really popular skin down there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, nice cluster of SAIT Red players on A. I love a good first A push. I feel like players, especially in ranked, tend to default to the B side a little bit. It's a little more comfortable. Knife there, canceled out, so no suppress for the KO. Very nice. No, taking a lot of early space, doing his best duelist impression. Oh, and Corrupted on a little Jante Gu through Catwalk. He's going to be met by Waterboy eventually, potentially.
Concealment,
Waterboy
blocking
lines up.
vision.
Little unsure where he is. Sees the head.
Spike down
Nice
A.
attempt there from Corrupted, but a great kill by Waterboy. Acervs picks up their kill, so it's a 3-on-3 now as they enter site. Multiple players smoked off in tree. Binary well aware of where Benji is.
No got the bomb down.
Utility thrown out for No. No accidentally walks into his own utility a little bit there, but not a problem. Binary aware of the 2 players in heaven.
It's getting full up there in heaven.
Waterboy holding. Waterboy gets his head popped off, and a 4K for Binary after 2 headshots, and he still has the opportunity. We have another ace watch here. He approaches Benji, 2 shots, and we cannot get the ace on these Twitch streams, man. This is our 3rd or 4th missed ace, but nonetheless,
I don't think you can
11-2.
I don't think you can get closer to that. You don't usually see a lot of injured ops running around the map, and I think that person was like 1 sneeze away from getting tapped.
Yeah, just a tissue blow away from death.
Yeah, that was Waterboy actually. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Hanging on is the Northwestern Missouri Bearcats so far. Map 1 proving to be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, these ults have SAIT's been doing a really good job of using their ults and using their utilities.
Nice old-fashioned B push here. We got multiple players out. Acervs with a lot of early space out to meet the Trojans, and he's gonna get taken out. 2 kills from Hassan.
That's the gun advantage right there.
Yeah, Hassan making that Guardian work for him early. Nice little tucked away in the corner for Dark here. He's gonna take shots from multiple players, and No says thank you very much. I'll actually handle that myself. Omen with a TP into Boathouse. That gets canceled out. And all that's left is Alpha Whale. He's making quite the journey on his own. Binary with a lovely little tailwind up onto the
Spike
ledge there.
planted.
I'm not entirely sure if Alpha Whale is going to be aware of that one.
Yeah, Alpha. Once again, I mean, there's no even point in, like, you can't hide to keep your gun.
Oh, hang on. We're getting pushed here. Oh, no, we're not. Double peek. And Binary says thank you very much. Round 2 Phantom for Binary. Makes short work of the
Match
saving
point.
Bearcats.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give it to Alpha Wolf there. He could have just ran. He could have just decided to hide, but he wanted to go make that final push, and he got a few shots off, you know?
Yeah, always valiant taking the 1v2, especially at the end of the round. Not too much else you can do. SAIT just happy with the I call it the flip-flop. Go A, go B, go A, go B, go A, go B.
You got to keep them guessing, and you got to keep where those, like, camping ults are set up, you know?
Yeah, well, there's generally 2 schools of thought when it comes to winning rounds like this. You can go to the same site until it doesn't work, or you can continue to swap sites and kind of force your enemies to play a bit of a mind game with you. Couple of jump peeks for Binary. Dirk forced to give up the space a little bit. He'll throw a smoke down. Or actually, sorry, smoke comes from Waterboy there. They'll just block him off. The owl drone for Hassan. Doesn't catch any players. The molly thrown by the KO. Nice work here by Northwestern Missouri just to stall this team out. Dark able to jump behind cover and dodge a couple of those Guardian shots.
Oh, Waterboy up on the kill line.
Waterboy picking up 1. Suppress for KO. He's going to appear. Oh, man. you got to be very careful because Acerps was here the entire time, just waiting. And a nice little rotation there for SAIT. We got that loud rotate. One thing I noticed is we had a lot of silent rotates when we watched the varsity game. SAIT Red is not afraid to hold down that W key to swap sites.
So you were talking about the flip-flop and then moving from one site to the other. Is that something you would pre-plan? Like, you know, be
It's
okay?
something you would just discuss, like, pre-round while the barriers are
30
still up.
seconds left.
Okay, Binary does well to negate the tripwire from Alpha Whale. Alpha Whale taken out by Hassan. Nice little crouch spray there with the Phantom. He'll get onto site. Couple players taken out.
This is the first full
Dark
week.
and Acerps forced to rotate here. They're a little bit unsure. Binary could potentially be facing the wrong way for this rotate. Audio cue lets him know exactly where to look. Oh, and Acerps with the guess,
Revealing area.
more or less, to essentially
Bomb
got
grenade
take out that
out.
kill and make it a 2v2. Things are getting absolutely interesting here.
Sounds like no planted the bomb.
Bomb down for SAIT, yep. Dark has that knife to potentially
Last player
suppress.
standing.
He gets taken out by No as he was pulling out the...
Last player standing.
oh my goodness. And the round, or the game winner for San.
Today is
2v2
not our
handled.
day to die.
And the Trojans, or sorry, the SAIT Red team continues their winning ways. So that is map 1. We will be back after a short break to take on map 2 and see what the Bearcats have in store for us. Thank you for watching so far, and we'll be back. All right, we're back ahead of map 2, and guess what that map is? It's Lotus.
Oh.
So we got a 3-site map for map 2. We had the 2-site map for map 1, and then the new Corrode map for map 3. The only thing we're really missing is this new agent. I just can't stop thinking about how different these games might look or sound if we got Vito in there. But as we load in to the character select, what do you remember from the last time we commentated on this map?
The open skybox is a big thing, and I know I talk about that one a lot, but man, there is something really cool about skilled players being able to throw from one control point or even from like the one spawning point directly over, and they just know where those arcs are. That's such good map memorization.
Yeah, the lineups.
Yeah, so we're lining up here. We're getting everybody set up. Corrupted.
Corrupted back on his Omen. Yeah. Binary hovering over that fateful fade. You like that one? Fateful fade.
Yeah.
Hassan on the breach. Hassan, the expert initiator, as we like to refer. Benji on the fade. Waterboy back with the Omen. Alpha Whale switches from the chamber to the Vice. Still Sentinel. And Acerps on the Neon, which can be very helpful, especially when you're playing a more spread out game on a 3-site map. And Dark going with the breach. So a nice little team comp, double initiator, so on the side of the Northwestern Missouri. So expect a lot of util dumps, good site executes, that kind of thing. And then SAIT, we are rocking a pretty normal looking comp. Actually, we have a double initiator as well. So in a lot of ways, kind of a mirrored composition, and like clockwork, they line up.
Yeah. SAIT's out starting on the defense this time around. Looks like the Bearcats are piling in over on the A or possibly A and B side. So they're getting ready to switch on over here. And we'll see what happens when these doors open up. Looks like we're going to have some Utes coming right off the top. Gotta love that. It's super aggressive.
Hassan in early position to make that fault line work. Grenade goes out for Binary. He'll rotate. Players slowly entering in. Hassan caught right in that fault line. He's peeked by 3 people. Dark picks up the kill. No, just off to the side. He dodges the flash quite expertly. Takes out 2 before he's silenced by Waterboy.
Got that second one blind.
Absolutely. Binary picks up another kill as well. Binary well onto site, tucked in.
Weapon here.
And it ends up being a 3v2 for SAIT, and a nice fading headshot from Binary on the Ghost.
Oh, the old point and click now.
Now it's just Alpha Whale stuck again in an outnumbered situation. He's got Corrupted to his left. He's facing Binary head on. He's going to make a move over potentially to the rotating door here, but he's just going to hold.
Yeah.
Nice patience here shown. Nice. He's just going to try and isolate these 1v1s like we talked about before when you're outnumbered. You just want to make sure you're fighting one person at a time, and 1v2 now for Alpha Whale. Corrupted takes some space off his own smoke.
They definitely know where he is, but where is he staying? Oh.
Yeah, shots. Nice. Corrupted with the 2-banger on the Sheriff.
Yeah.
So far, looking like business as usual so far for the Trojans, but excellent job to take the initial space and to really make it interesting. They had SAIT on the back foot there early in the round.
Yeah, and SAIT not giving up a single inch. We've seen teams over there on whatever that part of the map is called.
Rubble.
Yeah, over there on Rebel, we've seen teams give up that entire space, and SAIT didn't let them peek at all, right by the root down there in Rubble.
Absolutely. Looks like a beeline up for Acerps and company.
We do love a good
so they're going to run right into Corrupted and his Outlaw. Acerps taking a ton of space early. He's going to potentially avoid the fault line. Acerps enters site. Fade Eye thrown. That Haunt doesn't gain any information, and Omen will smoke off for a little bit of a stall. Players are slowly going to enter. Corrupted's going to walk in. Binary takes out 2, and Acerps managed to get that smoke in the kill. And through the smoke kill for Binary in the third, and MG picks up 1 to say goodnight, and it's 2-0 SAIT early.
Wow. That was definitely some great teamwork by SAIT. That was some great calling. We've seen the SAIT players that were over on A start to peel over to B as soon as they realized it was a B dive. But they didn't completely drop C, because we did see a couple of the Bearcats peek over that way and just found an empty control point. But by that point, it was just too far. They had to pile in on B, and hopefully they could catch some SAIT players. But so looking at the buy phase, how are we doing for guns on this point right now?
So for the bonus round, the team that has lost 2 obviously has the better equipment, because SAIT has all the guns that they half bought last round. So you're actually going to go ahead and give that nod over to Northwestern State Missouri just for this round anyway.
Yeah.
hardware goes to them. So we'll see if they can make a conversion on this bonus. This is a great opportunity for you when you go down 0-2. This bonus round is basically your saving grace. This is your foothold back into the game.
Yep. MG making a kill with a gun that I don't recognize whatsoever.
That's the outlaw kill for MG, making it work still. He's only got one more in the chamber. Shots fired. No, picks up a nice through the wall shot, and he'll follow it up with a nice headshot on Waterboy as well. Throws that grenade, maybe not exactly where he wanted to, but again, bomb down, and SAIT continues to cause problems through rubble. Spike down again, and Acerps is going to wait for potentially some backup here. He's going to turn and shoot Corrupted. That's a very nice flick. Binary picking up the Phantom. That fast lane for Neon causing him problems. He can't quite see where he is. Acerps is going to meet up with his teammate in B, and they're going to try and formulate a plan here to try and retrieve the spike and get it down, but SAIT players all over it like ants on a picnic.
Yeah, SAIT, all they got to do is camp that bomb. Right?
Nice peek by MG. He takes out one. Alpha Whale's available there too, but ever the workhorse Alpha Whale continues to prove that in those 1v1 fights, he's one of the better ones in the lobby. He throws out a flash and taken out by Binary, able to... He's that lucky of the three that gets to take out Alpha Whale. So you got to feel for him again through early into this game. He continues to be that shining light to rally around if you're a Bearcat.
Yeah. SAIT's gone up for 3-0 right now. SAIT's the only one with the ult up there. That's the party maker, right?
That is the showstopper for Raze. So let's actually, hopefully we can catch ourselves a nice little showstopper kill. Teams are lined up on the opposite site, though, so if you're the danger here is actually popping it too early if you don't have the right information, because teams are actually lined up on the opposite side. Some early shots were Corrupted. He's met by 4 of them. Runs into that Vice util a little bit. He's dinged for a tiny bit of health. Dodges the Fade Eye. MG, he's blind. He can't get any of those kills. Throws up the barbed wire to try and slow him down, but a nice kill by Alpha Whale. 2 onto site there, and Benji able to take out Corrupted. And right onto site is the Bearcats. They're making this work so far.
Yeah.
That Prowler is going to search out for No, but can't find him. Takes out the second Prowler. No has a faint idea of where everybody is, but not electing to use the ult may cost him his Acerps, and Benji pick up 2 for Binary with the double, and Alpha Whale with the exclamation point, and Bearcats are on the board after 3 losses in a row. A great recovery by them.
Yeah, they got a thrifty round there. They managed to pick some stuff up, and SAIT still has the 2 ults. Looks like we're going to have an ult over there on the Bearcat side.
The Vise ult.
The Vise ult. So that's one of the Visions ult, right?
So this guy is, if I hit this one, no, that ain't right. There it is. The Steel Garden, which allows an area to be hit on the map, and it jams your primary weapon.
Right.
So SAIT has to be super careful in these retakes for the sites. Some early space taken by Dark and Acerps, and Corrupted has an answer for that. Also a nice dink on the Neon. She is going to have to retreat after a nice headshot. So bomb will be picked up by Acerps, and he'll meet up with the rest of the team.
Does great utility control there. Just shut down that fast lane.
Absolutely. Vise wall activated, but not trapped are the Bearcats. They're just going to line up behind here. Binary's going to fire through and do some chip damage on some. Players still lined up just outside of B site here into B main. Hassan, he's holding. He's going to throw out another flash. Rotating door activated, so a nice call from the in-game leader for the Bearcats. He's going to say, hey, let's bring us all the way over here. Couple shots missed by Corrupted. They still have no idea where he is. He's got 2. Benji knows where he is, though. He's going to fire back. Couple shots, and he's lit, but Benji gets the better of that exchange and accidentally walks into 3 SAIT red players, so it is now a 4v2 despite some early success.
Oh, wow.
That Waterboy transfer working wonders. Hassan will say that's enough of that. And Acerps, with not a lot of health here, is going to push through Waterfall. That laser just gracing the top of Hassan's head, but not enough for a headshot there. Yeah. They're not exactly sure where he is. Bomb is going to be not picked up, actually. No has a good angle on him. Turns it just the incorrect second, though, as Acerps is going to pick him up. He's got the slide. Acerps spraying through the wall. Can't find success. The drop down for Hassan. He's still concussed, though. 1 second. And just hanging on there. The timer expires, though, so SAIT picks up the win there as Acerps unable to get the final kill before the timer expires. So despite picking up the last kill, us casters have it right. That's a round win for SAIT.
Yeah, there we go. That's also going to be terrifying if you're the SAIT team there, knowing that there's just one Neon left, because it's crazy watching the Neon zip around the map.
Absolutely, and when this game is so reliant on having steady aim, nothing like a Neon to just mess you completely all the way up.
Yeah.
But excellent job there
Leave
from
the
the red
dreams
team.
here to me.
And great job by Acerps with not a lot of health to really make things interesting. Brought it down to a 1v1.
Yeah.
So Alt still online. Bit of a push here. Corrupted under a lot of pressure. He gets dinked by that fault line. Acerps going to go ahead and take a lot of space, but the stall from the razor wire from Arvise slows everything down. Prowler gets taken care of, and the fast lane goes up. Players will flood through. MG dealing with a little bit of a blind here. He takes out one, but he's met by the stinger of Dark. Dark will get the bomb down. That Nightfall used by Fade, so all audio gone right now. The showstopper brought out, he fires, and a double for no! With the showstopper, he continues to make it work. Binary up close here. Teleport for the Omen, nobody knows exactly where he went. He's going to potentially turn the corner here. No says no thank you. And they're able to take them out before the Steel Garden affects them. Bomb wasn't even planted, and another round for SAIT.
Oh, we got to see No out there. That was amazing. I do love those bomb bounces. It's so cool watching players use the utility ults to get to different angles, to get to different heights, and just surprise the crud out of people. I mean, even
Absolutely.
if you know that big rocket launcher is coming, that party maker, it's hard, man. Like, you got to be looking at 9 different places at once.
Well, absolutely, and you know, you're especially when you are forced to group up like this on these maps. It's you know, dinner time essentially.
Yeah.
Early smoke thrown by Corrupted. He's able to dodge that fault line this time. A lot of early space taken by the Bearcats through here. They've had a lot of success with this so far. Corrupted able to pick up 1 and 2. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Benji shuts that down, but the player advantage goes to SAIT after that exchange. So well done by Corrupted to extract his pound of flesh, so to speak.
And to stay calm after seeing that many players at
Yeah,
once.
absolutely, absolutely. 4 bearing down on you, you're still able to get half of them. Double ult usage, so the Fade using their Nightfall, and Dark follows up with their ultimate as well. So concussion and lots of problems caused here by the Bearcats. Binary forced to group up with his teammates just outside of Waterfall. Breach with a little bit of space-taking utility forces them back. Fault line again.
Bearcats are camped out there in C. They've got every
Absolutely. Binary takes out one. Alpha Whale peaks and the triple stinger kill.
Wow.
Continues to impress us here in the commentator's booth. He's going to appear taken up by Hassan. Hassan, oh my goodness, just finishes the job. And Hassan says, no worries, guys. I'll clean it up. 6-1 for SAIT.
Yeah. I think that might have been the first triple stinger kill that we've seen here this season.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a very difficult gun to make work, and I pray for the day that we have instant replays because I can't wait. I want to watch that back eventually.
Yeah.
But excellent job by Alpha Whale, like I said. I can't think of another word for it, but he's the shining light so far, and timeout called
Yeah.
for the Northwestern Missouri.
Yeah. So, I mean, SAIT's up 6-1 right now. They definitely got the econ advantage. They got the I don't want to say the moral advantage, but the morale. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah.
At least the economy advantage. You know, if you're the Bearcats, you have a little bit of an uphill battle to climb, but Valorant is the game where you climb hills.
Yes.
So there's no reason to feel discouraged at all if you're the Northwestern Missouri State. Stay with it. Trust the process. Build on the rounds. You have ult cycles coming in here. Acerps has a very effective ultimate that they can use. So we'll be very excited to take a look at that as time goes on. But also, the ult cycles for SAIT lining up wonderfully. So we might be in for a treat of a round as we come into the last 10 seconds of the timeout.
Yeah. So we got a lot of second year students over on the SAIT team when we were talking to them and doing the interview. And a lot of them, they've started playing this winter together, and they are planning to keep on going. So if this guy's here on the SAIT Red team, they plan on keep staying here at SAIT, and they can move themselves up to the varsity team. We've already got a good team cooking, and the varsity team right now is like very well baked. It's an amazing team we've got set up over there on varsity.
The farm here at SAIT Trojans working effectively. So we're going to go back. Hop on board with Corrupted, who's holding down Mound. He's going to be able to take out just one this time, and Acerps says, none of that. No more double kills for you, sir. And Acerps holds at the entry to the C site. He's going to throw out the fast lane, but the Vise does a good job timing the Razor Wire to just slow down that side entry and give SAIT a chance to group up and get together. Nobody officially on the C site. Some people aiming at it from just outside, but Dark going to be able to get the bomb down here. And Hassan going to use that ultimate. Steel Garden used as well, so they're just going to essentially wait for that to finish. So primary's jammed, bomb not down, MG pushing, 2 kills for MG.
Enemy remaining.
A concussion, fired back. Alpha Whale gets tagged. Alpha Whale peeking 3, he's able to get 1, and No says, I'll take that back.
That was amazing there by NG. Doesn't matter. You're stunned. I don't care. Can't hear nothing. Doesn't matter. Still getting those 2 kills real quick there. And we're seeing, yeah, on the defenders team, we've got 2 defuses. We've had a timeout, which is kind of a rare one for the defenders. SAIT's using a lot of different utilities here, and it's just the teamwork. It's the we see that lovely
The little teddy bear
story.
guy knows feeling stressed. He's got to take it out on the bear. Totally understandable. Teams are lining up for a lovely A push. I feel like No's been waiting for this. He's gone to this site multiple times in a row and not met with anybody yet, but he's going to throw that grenade to take some early space, take that ultimate orb, and he's going to try and take his favorite spot near rubble. Expertly dodged, by the way. My goodness. Nice flash dodge from No. He's forced to give up a bunch of rubble space. That flash not dodged. Nice combo there with the Fade Haunt as well. So you can't shoot the Fade Haunt if you're blind. So nice little combo there. No, throwing out the C4 is just kind of a deterrent.
Well, that's done.
The breach util fails to clear out No. He's taken out by Assert. Assert takes out a second one, and Alpha Whale with the cherry on top. They're going to continue pushing. Binary says 1. Can't take out the second one. Benji with the kill on Binary.
We quickly end up with a 4v1 here.
4v1. Bearcats are going to take SAIT pretty handily here. NG is going to approach.
NG's got it.
Multiple players looking in different directions, so it's not like the SAIT retakes where you have players looking in the same direction. You have a lot of opportunity here if you're MG to isolate these 1v1s if you can do this correctly.
Yeah. Good job on the Bearcats.
Oh, and just looking at the wrong time, Dark chooses the correct moment to pop out and able to stop the bleeding once again. So if you are the Bearcats, you haven't lost more than 4 in a row.
No. That was a really good job. And then the control, like the Bearcats, they had that point and they had every angle covered. I don't know if there was a way that the SAIT player could have got in there without getting stomped.
That A site can be very tricky because it's very hard to take, but once you have it, you're right. There's only 1 or 2 ways in, and they're both very heavily patrolled. They don't have a lot of wide entrances, right? So it can be very hard to flood players in. Looks like the Bearcats are going to go back with Old Reliable here as they continue to challenge Corrupted for Mound. We'll see how many Corrupted can come away with here. He's going to take a lot of early space. This is really good.
He's getting really sneaky here.
Yeah, and he's got a perfect view because of this one-way smoke from Omen. He's going to see their feet before they can see anything else, but as that smoke dissipates, Fade Eye gets thrown. He's concussed. Unfortunate timing there on the ultimate. Corrupted not able to extract any value. Assers with the overdrive here. Got that finger gun out. Able to take SAIT. SAIT does a good job of basically giving them the area to burn those ultimates and not really get caught by them, which is nice. So spike down once again for the Bearcats. Haunt goes up. MG takes out 1. No takes out 2 with the Odin, and that's it. No more players are left, so that'll be the defuse. And a couple ults online. Corrupted with his teleport. No with that showstopper online already. And
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
I was excited to see a couple kills from No with that big old gun, but they happened so fast we didn't even get a chance to take a look at them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if No's gonna keep rocking that gun.
Yeah, he's still got the Odin, so just getting cheeky with the gun buys here is SAIT Red. You don't often see that Odin taken out, but to be honest with you, Lotus and Corrode are one of the more Odin-heavy maps, just due to the fact that a lot of these walls are actually just paper thin. You can shoot right through them if you have the right gun, so maybe more of a like a 500 IQ choice to go with the Odin. He's actually going to offer it up to Binary. Binary says, here, take my Phantom.
Okay.
Best of luck. So Noah's going to try and take a lot of extra space. You know he has that showstopper, and you know he likes to use it. See what I did there?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Bomb Buddy gives the information up. Fade Eye taken out, so no information. And that oppressive Odin taking out some health on the fade.
Not ready yet.
That was some great
Build
teamwork.
TP out.
Great teamwork by SAIT. No is baiting those utilities, and they got someone just
Yeah.
to clean him up.
Absolutely corrupted here on mount.
So brave.
Just stuck in the fault line once again. This breach. Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Concussed and still able to pick up 2, and Alpha Whale comes in with the mop.
Yeah.
Now all 3 Bearcat players approaching C. That Razorvine does well to hold them back. Just gives SAIT a chance. They're
Sometime-
slowly making their way over.
Sometimes controlling utility is important, and sometimes just eating that utility and still getting a double kill. Corrupted, doing
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
job.
Off the concussion, still managing to get his kills.
Waterboy just keeping around the back. Waterboy's been doing such a good job of controlling everything.
Waterboy's lurking here.
Yeah, he's worried about a flank.
He's just trying to see how much space he can take and maybe communicate back to his teammates. He may even be giving Fade the
30
nod,
seconds
saying,
left.
"Hey, I see a lot of uncontested space over here. Maybe come this way." 25 seconds to go in the round.
Ooh, Alpha Whale picked up a little kill there.
Alpha Whale with the kill.
Oh, yeah,
3v3.
We're watching the Bearcats. They're all going to swing around.
Oh man, Bearcats might even be trying for a B execute here. Members are a little bit unsure. Hassan marked
10
here. Bomb's
seconds
going to go
left.
down on A.
Spike planted.
That barbed wire is going to hold Hassan in place for a moment. He continues to stay marked, but that's about to come undone. They're going to push out a mid here. Hassan with a nice little flash dodge. Same for No. No with the showstopper out. He appears, shoots it out the ground, takes out one, and takes out the second one. No with a triple to end the round and a double kill. It doesn't get much nicer than that. That's one of the nastier flicks you will see in this game. 8-2 SAIT.
Oh, what a shot. What a flick. 2 different guns, 2 different kills. Doesn't matter what No's rocking.
Last round before
No's
the
gonna get the job done.
He gets more out of those satchels than I can ever get as a player. Like, I'm not even joking. I can't get that kind of velocity. When I use the satchels, I can't. He is so good with the mechanics on that raise. Sorry, go ahead, please.
That's one thing that blows my mind is that all of the different ops play like they're almost playing their own game. Like
Yeah.
the Starfield is a little mini game on where you're gonna play that stuff. The
Astra.
economy- Yeah, the Astra.
There you go. So a bit of a lineup here for the Bearcats. You know, they've had a lot of success 5-man pushing a SAIT. I would like to see them get back to that because when they play together, they can be very overwhelming for these SAIT players, especially on defense when they seem to be a little bit more spread out. Util dump incoming binary. Oh my God, the double! You are joking me. Is that a collateral?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, was that a
Either way, it's a double.
It was a gorgeous double.
5v3 for SAIT.
Oh, Bearcats are looking spooked.
Bearcats smoked off. Waterboy gonna take a bunch of space
Satchel out.
through. No
Spike
says
down
no
A.
thank you. He's gonna throw those down. Picks up a second. He's gonna bounce the grenade off the wall. Scare Waterboy a little bit. He's got an eye on him. And my goodness, the Pate Shell actually picking up the last kill there. Nice job.
Switching sides.
So Util getting it done.
Yeah.
Gun skill getting it done, and SAIT with a 10-2 lead as the half comes to a close.
Yeah. Bearcats still putting in a good job there. They're making SAIT work for all of this stuff, but with plays like that from No there, like that is you don't see that all day. That usually doesn't kill, does it?
It can. It's at these higher ranks, it's hard to catch these talented guys with a grenade, so it's used a little more as area denial.
Okay.
But completely plausible for a kill, especially when he's taken so many shots beforehand.
Yeah.
So very smart to follow up with the grenade. So well done there.
Well, and also great grenade control
Where
there,
are
bouncing it
they?
off the wall, and that's just map knowledge, right?
Geometry, baby.
Yeah.
You don't take civil engineering if you don't know how to bounce a grenade off.
Hey, there we go.
Right? Barnari with an early reveal on multiple players. Seems to be a lot of space taken by the Bearcats. They're
SAIT's
taking
getting
a
aggressive.
They're taking a page out of SAIT's book and not giving up easy rubble, which is fantastic for them. No! Oh my God, no, with the triple grenade kill. You don't see that ever. Oh my God, what even? Wow, 3 players down on Mound.
Yeah.
All I saw was a barrage of Util and Bearcats' names popping up in the top right. Follow-up grenade thrown. Players are just flooding on, and it's another 5v2. Waterboy takes a couple shots as he tries to rotate.
There.
See if he pays him any attention. They might actually try and 2-peek Binary just for the numbers and to potentially hurt the economy here. Waterboy takes position on the right. Vibes on the left. He's taken out. Waterboy concussed. Binary cleans it up, and it's 11-2 SAIT as we come down to the home stretch.
Flawless victory on that one. What an amazing. I mean, No has just been putting on a clinic with all of the abilities. They have put every tool in their disposal to use.
Rookie, by the way.
Oh, wow, the team's rookie. Holy smokes. All right, no.
All the rookie.
All right, no, I know you can't listen, but you would make two casters incredibly happy if you could maybe sneak in a melee kill.
One melee kill would be lovely, please and thank you. Who knew we'd be in the position to be making demands? But the game is not over.
No, not
Make
at
no
all.
mistake. There is enough talent on both sides to send us to map 3, so let's see if SAIT can stay locked in and continue to press their advantage. Waterboy, couple of early peaks. He's got to give up the spaces. There's a bit of a hardware advantage there. Corrupted, making that outlaw work. He takes out 2 flanking players.
Yep. Gun
And he's got one more there, but the question is, does he know that there's one more there? Waterboy with a ton of space taken onto SAIT. No, cleans him up nicely. And once again, it's a 5v2 for SAIT. They're going to flood right onto A. Get bombed down hopefully here soon. Binary. He's got bomb planted, and there seems to be a little bit of a meeting of the minds in the attacker's spawn as the Bearcats trigger the util here. Corrupted. He's flashed. Can't quite see what's going on. He's hitting the keys to try and move back and forth. Waste one of the outlaw shots on the Fade Eye. See if he can catch one. Doesn't pull the trigger. Good trigger discipline by him. No's going to push in. No takes out 1 and 2 for the 3K. Brings us up to map point.
Another flawless victory from SAIT.
Match point.
Yeah, we've seen all the different SAIT players. They've all been doing such a good job here. Every one of the SAIT players has really been showing off a good utility control. And I think that's one of the big differences here. Yeah.
We might be in store for one last showstopper. If No can get 1 ult point, he's got the showstopper online again. And you're talking about making casters happy.
Yeah.
Show me another showstopper, please.
Well, I know we've been watching them. They've been very good at picking up those ult orbs too.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are littered throughout the map and strategically picking them up as they go. Azurps with a lot of early space taken, and he's punished. Throws out a concuss. It doesn't really go anywhere. He's flashed up in the corner, and No is going to pop him with the grenade. So a lot of early space punished there. No, with the annihilation, it's out. He's concussed, but can't get it off. Benji with an excellent ult denial. My goodness. We haven't seen that happen much often to No at all, so excellent job from Benji. He picks up
Benji.
3 kills before MG able to put him down, and MG picks up a second one on Waterboy, and it is a 2v1 situation for SAIT on map point.
But we know that Waterboy down there, no, Alpha Whale is quite
Alpha Whale
dangerous
is
by
an
themselves.
expert at isolating 1v1s and taking them out and giving his team a chance.
Yeah.
But if he drops here, he's going to be in a really bad position because the SAIT players have already rotated to the other site, and he is going to go on a little walkabout, that's for sure.
Uh-oh.
It's all quiet on the western front for the SAIT red team as they approach.
There's
Rubble.
Another big part of map control is knowing how much time you have. And
30
you're looking
seconds
at
left.
that clock, and you're on A. You just hope that they're not on C, because can you get from A to C and D?
You got to run. You got to do a lot of running. That's all I know. But he's got his Skechers on now.
Yeah.
Does Alpha Whale.
Spike planted.
Alpha Whale is running. Alpha Whale's going to try to make it.
He's got his Skechers on. He's trying to book it to SAIT. Bomb down. So he's got just about 30 seconds here to try and clinch the round.
Yeah, good.
Barbed wire thrown up.
Yeah, Bearcats are not
Hassan, jump peeking. MG, give him something to think about. Hassan's got a flash ready to go. Alpha Whale just working to isolate those 1v1s. All he needs is a couple more shots on Hassan to make it a 1v1. Trying to keep the Bearcats' hope alive.
They're not giving
The
up.
SAIT red team looking for revenge from last year. Alpha Whale approaches. He takes out one. MG, a lot resting on his plate, and he extracts the SAIT red team's revenge. After last year, the Bearcats getting the better of them. This time, it's a 2-0 Trojans SAIT red team win. Excellent job done by everybody, and we just want to say thank you again for tuning in to this wonderful broadcast, and stay tuned for the doubleheader that occurs in 2 weeks, and some final closing thoughts from Jamie.
Just another fun game. I love watching these ones. It's so exciting watching the control points and just how different the control was. I mean, and you can't blame the Bearcats at all, because they were trying everything, man. They were throwing the kitchen sink at SAIT, and they never stopped. You know, we've seen some great showing from Waterboy. Benji got some great triples in there. Alpha Whale never gave up. I don't think Alpha Whale ever ran from a fight. Like, even if it was 3v1, Alpha Whale still trying to get those extra couple headshots in, those extra easy kills. skills. We'd like to thank everybody here at SAIT. We'd like to thank the Trojans, and we'd like to thank the Bearcats for this great match. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. Come check out that doubleheader. Thank you, everybody.